Hello friends, welcome back. In this video session, we will be discussing on expansion through integration strategies, where integration means when two companies are either coming together for strategic benefits to each other, or there is an acquisition of any of the value chain activity, or a firm diversify into any of the value chain activity is called as integration strategy. Let us understand what expansion through integration is, what are the different types of integration strategies and the objectives of integration strategies along with few examples for our easy understanding. So let's begin. Expansion through integration refers to a growth strategy where a company expands its operation by merging with or acquiring or integrating with other businesses and by gaining control over the additional activity of supply chain management. There are many benefits of integration strategies which the organizations can gain, such as increasing in their market share, sales and revenue. It will also help organizations to reduce competition as well as to expand into new markets. Business organizations can also able to create value for their customers and self by increasing efficiency, controlling more of the production processes or entering new areas of the market. This will help firms to achieve better control on their operations and also help to grow in terms of revenue and profitability. Mainly there are three types of integration strategies such as vertical backward integration, vertical forward integration and horizontal integration. If we look at the value chain activities when plotted on vertical line, if a producer or a manufacturing organization integrates with its supplier of inputs, that is raw materials, then it is called as vertical backward integration. Similarly, if a producer integrates with a distributor or a marketing or a sales function or even with the after sales service function, then it is called as vertical forward integration. And when a firm gets integrated with another firm having the same function as a service provider with another service provider, or a producer with another producer of similar range of products, then it will be the horizontal integration. We will be discussing each of these type of integration strategies individually with respect to examples for our better understanding. Starting with backward integration, vertical backward integration is a business strategy in which a company expands its operation by acquiring or merging with a firm that are part of its supply chain, usually suppliers or producers of raw materials. This strategy allows companies to gain control over inputs or resources necessary for their products, which can bring several advantages. Following are the benefits of vertical backward integration. The most important benefit is the cost reduction. By controlling suppliers, firms can reduce procurement cost by eliminating intermediaries and the markup from external suppliers. With direct control over raw materials or components, companies can stabilize or improve profit margins by avoiding price fluctuations in supply chain. Vertical integration also offers increased supply chain control and reliability. By integrating upstream, companies can set and maintain quality standards for raw materials or components, ensuring that inputs meet their specifications consistently. Backward integration helps companies reduce dependence on external suppliers, protecting them from supply chain disruptions, delays, or shortages, and thus stabilizing their supply chain activities. Firms can also streamline inventory management with better forecasting and supply chain visibility that helps to maintain efficient production schedule to meet customer demand on time. Vertical backward integration will also help in developing competitive advantage by creating a barrier to entry of new competitors. By owning key resources can serve as a barrier to entry of new competitors, particularly if the resources are limited or difficult to source elsewhere. Backward integration can secure exclusive or priority access to critical resources, ensuring that competitors cannot access the same suppliers. Firms can also have a better pricing control and competitive pricing of their products by controlling key resources, which reduces exposure to price volatility in the open market, allowing companies to stabilize prices of their end products. Lower input costs allow firms to price their products more competitively, which can be particularly advantageous in the market where price is a key factor for decision making by customers. Let us understand few examples of vertical backward integration strategies. Starting with Tanishq, Titan's jewelry brand Tanishq under the Tata Group has a significant demand for gold and a backward integration strategy for gold sourcing from Morocco and India through its subsidiary companies can be seen as an effort to replicate Tata Steel's successful model within the different sector. Reliance has backward integrated into petrochemicals and raw materials required for its textile, refining and energy businesses, allowing it to maintain control over raw materials supplies and reduce the cost of production. E-Chopal initiative by ITC. ITC is originally a tobacco and FMCG company. ITC moved forward into the value chain with its E-Chopal initiative, which directly connects ITC with rural farmers. Through eChopal, ITC sources agricultural products directly from the farmers, which are then used in its food products such as Ashirwad Atta, Bingo snacks, etc. This direct engagement helps ITC streamline its supply chain while also empowering the farmers. Marico, the company behind Parachute brand, has backward integrated by working directly with the coconut suppliers and investing in coconut farming practices. By controlling raw material sourcing, Marico has achieved better quality control and reduced its dependency on third-party suppliers. This backward integration helps Marico reduce cost, maintain consistent quality and secure its supply of coconut, a key raw material. JSW Steel acquired Welspun Max Steel to secure a consistent raw material supply for its operations and increase its capacity in the steel sector. Let us understand what is vertical forward integration. So vertical forward integration is a strategy in which a company expands its operation by moving closer to the end customer in its supply chain. This involves acquiring or establishing control over the distribution or retailing of its products. By doing so, companies can gain more direct access to customers, improve control over the customer's experience and capture higher profit margins by cutting out intermediaries. The benefits of vertical backward integration will be like greater control over the distribution and sales. By controlling the distribution or retail end of the supply chain, companies can offer more consistent and personalized customer experience. The forward integration allows firms to set pricing, promotions and branding more effectively, avoiding markup from third-party retailers or distributors. Direct interaction with the customer allow companies to gather real-time feedback and adjust products or services quickly. Vertical forward integration also helps firms to increase their profit margin by reducing dependency on the third-party distributors or retailers. Companies can capture the margin that would otherwise go to these intermediaries, and even by controlling downstream operations can improve efficiencies in distribution, warehousing, retailing, often resulting in cost saving. Vertical forward integration helps in supply chain stability and reliability. With forward integration, companies can reduce dependency on external distributors or retailers, which can be beneficial during the market fluctuations or disruptions. Forward integration helps companies align production and distribution timelines, reducing the risk of inventory bottlenecks or delays. Forward integration will also help to access to new markets and expanded reach. Companies can enter into new geographic or demographic markets by setting up their own distribution or retail networks into those areas. By interacting directly with end customers, companies can gain insights into customer preferences, enabling them to target marketing strategies more precisely. Let us discuss few examples of vertical forward integration strategies. Starting with Licious, which is an online meat shop for the meat lovers. This brand becomes successful in no time as they have their control on all the activities of supply chain, starting from sourcing of chicken up to after sales services. Company do distribute their products through their own delivery boys, maintaining cold chain and packaging so as to maintain the fresh meat commitment to their customers. Even company has its own call centers where their trained employees communicate with the customers to resolve their queries, as well as providing information on cooking of ready to cook items. Another example we can take here is of Apple Store. Apple's physical retail stores serve as direct touchpoints with the customers, ensuring a premium shopping experience through Apple Store. The company controls product presentation, customer service and brand image. This approach allows Apple to build deeper connection with its customers and provide customer support through Genius Bar. Apple has also expanded its ecosystem with services like iCloud, Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, Apple Arcade, and Apple Fitness Plus. These services integrate seamlessly with Apple's devices, creating a unique value proposition that encourages brand loyalty and generates recurring revenue. Apple have also developed service ecosystem like App Store, Apple Music, iCloud, etc. with the forward integration strategy. Though Chroma is chain store, Tata entered the consumer electronic retail market selling a wide range of products including Tata owned brands and other electronics. Chroma provides Tata with a direct to consumer channel where it can showcase its product and directly engage with the customer. Let us now discuss what horizontal integration is. Horizontal integration happens by acquiring or merging with competitors or companies in the same industry and level of production to increase market share. Horizontal integration offers various benefits such as it helps to increase market share overnight. By acquiring or merging with competitors, a company can increase its market share and have more control over pricing and production within the industry. Horizontal integration allows companies to access a broader customer base, which helps to increase sales and market reach. With a larger market presence, companies can gain stronger bargaining power with the suppliers, customers, and other stakeholders. Horizontal integration helps in reduction of competition as well. Horizontal integration allows companies to reduce the number of competitors in the market by merging with or acquiring them. This consolidation can reduce competitive pressure and allowing for higher pricing and profitability. A larger consolidated entity can influence industry standards, pricing structures, and regulatory aspects, creating barriers for new entrants. Acquiring other companies in the same market can enhance brand recognition and positioning, helping the integrated company become a preferred choice for consumers. Horizontal integration also helps in achieving economies of scale. By expanding operations, companies can achieve economies of scale, which reduce production costs per unit through efficiencies in areas like purchasing, manufacturing, and logistics. With larger operations, resources such as labor, technology, and distribution can be shared more efficiently, resulting in lower overall production costs and better resource allocation. Combining facilities, technologies, or expertise can lead to more streamlined and efficient production processes, reducing redundant expenses. Horizontal integration also helps to get increased revenue and profitability. Horizontal integration often involves acquiring companies that have different but related products or services, allowing companies to offer more comprehensive product range to the customer. Companies can capitalize on cross-selling by introducing their newly acquired products or services to an existing customer base. By reducing competition and benefiting from economies of scale, horizontal integration can lead to higher profit margins and improved financial performance. Integrating similar operations can create synergies in production, distribution, research and development, and customer service, making operations more and more cost effective. Companies can also benefit from shared marketing and advertising campaigns, leveraging a broader product portfolios to attract a larger audiences. With a larger combined team and resources, companies can focus on joint research and development and innovation, speeding up product development and enhancing offerings to the markets. Let us discuss few examples of horizontal integration starting with telecom industry. The Aditya Birla Group perceived horizontal integration by merging its telecom brand Idea Cellular with Vodafone India, creating Vodafone Idea Limited. This horizontal integration helped both the companies to consolidate their market position and compete against the major players like Airtel and Reliance Jio. The merger helped both the firms to reduce competition, increase market share, and create cost efficiencies through shared resources and infrastructure. We can take another example of horizontal integration between Flipkart and Myntra in e-commerce. Flipkart acquired Myntra and later Jabong to strengthen its position in the Indian fashion e-commerce space. This horizontal integration expanded Flipkart's product offering in the fashion segment, helping it compete more effectively with Amazon and other e-commerce players. By bringing Myntra under its umbrella, Flipkart was able to consolidate market share and leverage synergies between the two platforms, including shared logistics and customer base. Apple acquired Beats by Dre in 2014, integrating its technology into Apple's ecosystem. The acquisition brought the expertise in audio technology and led to development of Apple Music as well as Apple's own audio products like AirPods. Apple also acquired the music recognition app Shazam in 2018. Shazam's integration with Apple Music added value to Apple's music ecosystem, helping users easily discover music and facilitating a seamless experiences across Apple's services. There is another type of integration which is also called as a conglomerate integration. Conglomerate integration is nothing but expanding by acquiring or merging with companies in unrelated industries and diversifying the business portfolio, which are also called as the diversification strategies. Here we can take example of Tata's entry into online pharmacy by acquiring 1 milligram, as well as Tata's entry into airline industry by acquiring Singapore Airlines and also acquiring Air India. Similarly, Reliance acquisition to Urban Ladder are some of the examples we can consider here. Let us understand why organizations will choose for integration strategy as their expansion strategy. Integration strategy offers a cost efficiency to the firms. By integrating suppliers or distributors, companies can reduce production and distribution costs, gaining a cost advantage. Integration provides more control over the supply chain, quality and distribution, allowing for better coordination. Through acquisition or merger with competitors, companies can consolidate their market position, reducing competition, and integration into different stage of production process or new markets can diversify revenue streams and reduces the business risk. As well, by controlling more of the supply chain or distribution network, companies can improve product availability, quality, and services for their customers. I hope you have understood what is expansion through integration strategies and the different types of integration strategies are. In our upcoming video session, we will be discussing on expansion through diversification strategies with suitable examples for our better understanding. So stay connected. Thank you.